Okay, we are back. Had to grab a different device because the quality was rather poor using the phone. Okay, bring you guys a little bit closer. Right. So I am just going to start rambling and we'll get into some stuff. All right, so you saw my gift box. If you would like to see it again, I will show it again. All right, so if you aren't a gold fan, I went over the other garnet. This one here is in sterling silver and it's in like a diamond shape. It's got a 4-prong setting and it's really nice quality. It's a diamond cut as far as I believe. It's really, really pretty, really gemmy, really red. So very nice quality garnet. So for my silver fans, this one here is $45. For those just joining in again, let me tell you that this is the last chance to get gifts in time for Christmas. For our lives in specific, we ship everything out priority. So even with priority, with how busy the holiday season is getting, we want you to get your packages ASAP. So we do priority, but even with how busy it is, we want to make sure that it is guaranteed that you'll get your items before the holiday. So today would be your last chance. We aren't open on Mondays, so we can't ship on Mondays, and we can't ship out anything on Sunday. So tomorrow would be when things are shipped out, so long as invoices are paid at the conclusion of the live. Okay, so we'll go into some jade. For those wondering what we've got going on, we have a theme here. We're going with greens and reds in jewelry as well as crystal pieces. I've also got some preset gift boxes available. So if you are either needing to complete a gift set or just need an idea, I have some of those to show as well. I have many gift box items as well. So this is jade. This is nephrite jade. So nephrite jade is one of the only 2 real jades other than jadeite. And it is the most popular and valuable color of nephrite jade, which is this dark green. So a little bit of fun facts about nephrite jade is it derives from the Greek word nephos, which means kidney, and people at the time thought that these small, rounded kidney-shaped stones would help with kidney ailments. Nowadays, it's mostly mined in Canada, Russia, New Zealand, and China, when originally it was found in Siberia. So nephrite jade is a little bit softer than jadeite, and this is usually what you see carvings made out of because of that softer material. It's easier to cut. So yeah. This is a nephrite jade palm stone. Nephrite jade helps with attracting prosperity, helps you achieve your goals and dreams, promotes balance and justice, wisdom and compassion. It aids in dreams and dream recall and helps connect to ancient civilizations and wisdom. So this is a great meditation tool. I have become a huge fan of palm stones lately. Just like it's such a nice like fidget stone as well as meditation stone. I think when people think jade, they think prosperity and they think abundance, which is what it is good for, but it is also really, really good for emotions of the heart. It is a heart chakra stone, and it helps with that soothing, calming energy of the emotions, which I feel like we all need right now. So this is a nephrite jade palm stone, and she is 35. We'll continue on with the jade since we're on it. Is this my jade pendant? No, that is green aventurine. Oh, here we go. These are jades. So this is another jade. So we talk about nephrite jade. So just jade in general helps bring harmony into the life. Harmony into your life. It is a good protection crystal for those who don't know. Jade is actually very protective. It helps attract prosperity and abundance, which we talked about with nephrite jade. And then it's really good for dream work, and it's also a crystal of wisdom. So if you're needing a little bit more clarity in your life, jade is really good for that. And again, also that like emotionally soothing type stone. So this is a free form. She is self-standing, so she's got a flat bottom, and she is a very dark jade. She is a very dark green. There's lots of different types of jade, including African jade, Afghan jade, nephrite jade. However, the only two true types of jade are nephrite jade and jadeite. There are other words. So, for example, African jade isn't actually jade. Same thing with Afghan jade. It's not actually jade. So this right here is actual jade. Same thing with the nephrite jade that I grabbed earlier. So these are true forms of jade and not just called jade. All right. This piece right here is pretty cool. So this is a raw piece of ruby. This is what raw ruby looks like when it's not polished. It does have a slight shimmer to the top, so it's very rough. This is not that typical small polished faceted ruby, but ruby nonetheless. So ruby, my arm is giving out over here, guys. Let's see if I can adjust. Adjusting. Apologies. Oh, don't fall on me. There we go. Okay, much better. So ruby right here, we talked about this. I don't know if it was during our TikTok live or if I talked about it with you guys the last time, but at one point, ruby during the Renaissance period was thought to be more valuable than diamonds. And during this time, rubies were actually worth 8 times more than diamonds, and emeralds were worth 4 times more than diamonds. So ruby was like top currency in the Renaissance period. And fun fact, this is what we talked about, I think, on our TikTok live, is in 2015, a Burmese ruby ring, it was called the Sunrise Ruby, holds the title for the largest colored gemstone in the world and was sold at auction for $30 million to an anonymous buyer. So ruby still to this day holds its value. So if you don't have ruby, definitely get yourself some. So there are ruby deposits from several different areas, including Thailand, Sri Lanka, and Tanzania. And the metaphysical properties of ruby are it helps with keeping you grounded, so your base and root chakra. It increases concentration and motivation, boosts desire and sexual energy, increases your courage, and it's very protective and shielding, specifically for the home. So if you are wanting to protect your space, maybe add a ruby to where you add your black tourmaline and your selenite. So like having a piece of ruby with black tourmaline and selenite would help cleanse and keep the house protected. So this chunk here is 26. And this is a raw chunk of ruby. Hello to everyone who's joining. Okay. What do we go into next? I feel like I have quite a bit here. I'm going to try and balance this out a little bit more. Okay. All right. So for those looking, we'll go into another gift box. For those looking for gifts, maybe you don't know what to get somebody, we do have gift boxes that are readily available, packaged up, and themed. So this is the Angel gift set. It comes with a pack of oracle cards. It comes with a guardian angel coin. It comes with a angelite heart, the angel of incense, and then a carved angel, and that is strawberry quartz. And this set right here is 30, and I think that you get quite a bit here for just 30. Comes pre-packaged, so you don't even have to, you can just wrap it. You don't have to put together a cute box, it's already done. So again, $30, and you get a strawberry quartz carved crystal, a pack of angel love incense, an angelite heart, a guardian angel coin, and a pack of angel answer oracle cards for 30. All right. We just talked about ruby, so I might as well show these guys before I move on to a different stone. These are ruby beaded dangle earrings. These are faceted, which is why you're getting that sparkle in there. So these are sterling silver from TW Designs. Really, really pretty and unique. So if you are a fan of dangle earrings but don't want anything super chunky, or you know somebody who would love these, I actually bought my mom a pair of these for, I think it was Christmas last year. So they are real ruby as well. And these here are 16. Killer price for ruby and sterling silver. And for those who don't know, we've talked about this before, but I just want to let everybody know that the price of sterling silver has increased by close to 80% and is expected to increase another 20% by Valentine's Day next year. So keep that in mind when purchasing. hold on to your sterling silver jewelry. And then also, if people haven't raised their prices yet, make sure you grab your sterling silver ASAP before they start getting wise and raising their prices. We haven't raised ours yet. We just have so much jewelry in stock that we don't really want to sit there and go through and raise the prices to match the current economy. But it might happen at some point, but right now it's not. We want to get through Christmas. We want to get you guys some stuff for a decent price. Okay. So this right here is a really dark green aventurine with a rainbow moonstone on the top. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit here. There we go. This is also sterling silver, and she can get polished up before we send her out. Everything that is outside of packaging, we will polish before we send it out. So over time, things sit here for a while, and for those who don't know, the more sterling silver is worn, the less it tarnishes. The more it sits, it tarnishes quicker. So also, tarnish is not permanent. I think people think, oh, it tarnishes. Well, it does, but it can quickly get polished up with a polishing rag. Tarnish isn't forever. Things that have a nickel count in it or a mixed metal, those will tarnish, but in a way where you can't buff it or polish it out. Sterling silver can be buffed and polished out. However, other things cannot. So this one here is green aventurine with a moonstone, and she is 60. You've got like a moon thing going on here. I usually don't see this combo. Seeing green aventurine combined, combined with moonstone is not something you see very often. I don't think this is the only thing we have that's like that, and it's probably the only thing I've seen like that. So, okay. So, again, trying to stick with that red and green color combo. These aren't necessarily super red, but this is ruby and zoisite. So zoisite is the surrounding area, ruby is the red that is on the inside. So if you put these under a UV light, the ruby will actually glow. That is how you know you have authentic ruby. If you have what claims to be ruby and you put it under a UV light and it doesn't glow or anything, odds are you might have garnet. I've noticed a lot of people try to sell garnet as ruby, and it's just not. So this is a mixture of ruby with a deep green zoisite with black hornblende. It's often confused with other similar mixes of ruby and fuchsite, but this is ruby and zoisite. So ruby and zoisite helps enhance psychic ability. It also helps you to maintain your individuality, helps to turn negative into positive energy, and combats mood swings and helps prevent overreactions. I need this so bad. And it can boost both male and female fertility. So it's like that perfect hormonal balancer as well. So if you're trying to stay, maybe you're too much in your masculine and need to bring in your feminine a little bit more, ruby and zoisite. Same thing, vice versa. Maybe you're too much in your feminine and bring in your masculine. Too much in your masculine, need to be in your feminine, ruby and zoisite. Also, overreactions. Why am I just finding out about this? So both of these are considered large towers. They're pretty thick. They're not massive by any means, but they are a little bit thicker and bigger. And these guys are 40 each. So I've got one, and then I've got the other. any direction that you guys want me to go. I will be logging off around 6:30 if we don't have a whole lot of shopping and interacting. And then if we do, I'll stay till a little bit later. What else did I want to show? Oh, this right here. Let me make some space. It's kind of big. Oh my goodness. All right. So we showed these guys. Pretty. Now I need a Ruby and Zoisite pendant or something. Goodness gracious. We have a mala made out of it, which is really pretty. You can always grab that and bring it over. It's very unique. Let me move this guy. We'll put him there. Okay. So continuing on with the gift kits, this is the money gift box. So the money gift box has a money candle in it, which is green. Green helps with abundance and prosperity. It comes with a incense. I'm going to hold you guys. It comes with an incense stick holder, the wood ones. It comes with a money drawing incense and a money house incense, as well as another money incense. So you've got a pack of 3 money drawing incenses with a green candle for $15, including a incense burner. So if you maybe don't want to buy your uncle or grandpa another lottery ticket, you can, or maybe you combine. Maybe you get him a lottery ticket and then all the things that could help him possibly win the lottery. So these are your options. But yes, we've got money house, money drawing, incense stick, and candles. So you can do a whole ritual with this right here. Again, this is $15 and it comes with a cute gift bag. So you get the gift already wrapped up and ready to go, all for $15. We don't charge you for wrapping it. And then keeping up with the good luck and money type stones, green aventurine. Green aventurine is actually known as a stone of good luck. I have it in a drop pendant. This is a pretty chunky baby. She's about as big as my fingernail. And she is 60 with a really rich green. And then I have another drop. I didn't realize they're both drops. This one, if I'm going to be completely honest, a little bit fatter, while the other one has a little bit more of a thin teardrop shape to it. And this one is 60 as well. So green aventurine is great for bringing in abundance, luck. When people come in and they ask what's a stone for good luck, pyrite and green aventurine are staples in my money altar area. It helps with boosting creativity. It increases motivation, leadership, and decision making. Protects, soothes, and calms emotions and aids in relaxation. It facilitates contact with spirit guides. Didn't think you knew that, right? And then it's known for being very, very lucky and helping to manifest prosperity and wealth. So if you didn't know those things about green aventurine, you now do. It is a green aventurine loving household. Now I'm going to talk about my favorite Tektite right here, because I can't call it a crystal because it's technically not. Moldavite. Everyone is afraid of it. Don't be afraid. It's actually a really nice, we'll call it a stone, to help around this time of the year when you're dealing with new things, getting rid of the old, going into the new. Moldavite makes sure that you're on the right path. It gets rid of the things that are no longer serving you. Maybe the life path that you're on is not the path that you need to be on or stay on. Moldavite helps with getting you on track to your highest self. And sometimes that can hurt because sometimes we think that we know what we're doing. We know, like, oh, I know it's good for me. No, you don't. No, you don't. And then you sit there and you wonder why you're not growing, or, opportunities aren't coming. It's because there's something there that's blocking it, whether it be friendships, a relationship, your negative self-talk, your relationship with money, your relationship with your work ethic. Moldavite helps you kickstart things into gear so that you can expand and grow and get onto the path that you need to. And again, growth and change can sometimes be painful, but Moldavite is really good at experiencing that pain with you and just continuing on. So these are stud earrings. You could wear these all the time. So if you're somebody who maybe isn't a necklace person or a bracelet person, having these in your ears daily will help you with your journey on growth. And these ones here are $90 and set in sterling silver. Hello, friends. Hello. Thank you for joining. What else? You want to know what's been one of my favorite stones lately? And I used to hate this stone. It was not that it was, I thought it was ugly. I thought the energy was heavy. And it's this one right here. Malachite. I used to not like this stone. Some people say that she is a similar energy to Moldavite. She's a more soothing and calm version of it. I can agree. Where Moldavite moves things out of your way for things to push you into your next phase in life, Malachite forces the mental part of it. So, realizing your negative thought patterns, realizing the negative things that you do for yourself or make for yourself, it helps facilitate growth. I have several different pieces of it. I'll go over a little bit of what it does according to A Guide to Crystals. Why am I not having anything pop up? Nope, wrong stone. There she is. So malachite is also a money stone. It helps with prosperity and abundance. It stimulates sensual appreciation. So this also is with yourself. So appreciating yourself, your emotions, your more sensitive sides of yourself, it's not necessarily your sexuality, but more of the sensual. Sensual and sexual are different. It stimulates healing dreams and reveals subconscious yearning, promotes endurance, and protects travelers. So, not Moldavite, but malachite is connected to the heart chakra, so it helps you with healing from past hurt, things that are affecting the heart. I have several pieces of it. I have my tower. I didn't go over the price of my tower. My tower here is $25. She is a mini malachite point. And then I have a tumbled malachite big piece, $22. The one up there is $27. She's a little bit bigger. Any questions, guys? Anything you want to see? Anything we want to chat about, talk about? I'm going to show this guy real quick. I'm talking to it like it's a stone, but it's not. We just got these in for those who are a fan of Wicked. These would make a great gift for someone that you know likes Wicked. Maybe you're in the obsession period right now, but we finally got these in. We have a couple of them. Let's see if I can show the cards on the back. It's very beautifully made. The artwork is beautiful. It comes with a guidebook and it's got the traditional 78 cards. But yes, this is the official Wicked Tarot deck. So you can gift your Wicked fan in your life a deck. This deck is $27.99 and we have a couple available. I'm going to show this piece. So this is garnet, my favorite stone. I swear it's like, if people were to ask me, like, I love garnet, I love smoky quartz. As far as crystals go, moldavite's my favorite, but I love, if we're talking common stones, I love garnet. So we've got a faceted garnet on the top with a polished, smooth garnet at the bottom. This is made by Starborn Creations. I have talked about them before. I absolutely love them. They are located out of Tucson, Arizona. They mine all of their own crystals and they really focus on getting high quality stones. And they make pretty unique settings with having like the same stone but just in different carvings. So this piece is really pretty. I don't know why she's still here, to be honest. I don't feel like people appreciate garnet as much as they should. But she is 79 and she is set in sterling silver. They also stamp their silver right on the back here. So you have that stamped 925. The one thing I really like about Starborn too is it has a rotating bail. So this bail here moves back and forth. So it moves with you. And they use a lot of silver in their workings. So, but she is 79 and she is beautiful and she needs a home. And she needs to be appreciated because I love her so much. Like I said, can't believe she's still here. Also, for my January birthdays, that is your birthstone, garnet. Garnet helps with fresh starts. It helps with starting new. It's also known as a blood purifier. So that is kind of why it is a great stone for January, is starting fresh, purifying, cleansing and redoing so that you can get the best out of life. And then if you're not a fan of jewelry, maybe you didn't want to get a garnet pendant or ring or bracelet, this is a garnet heart, which also makes a lot of sense because garnet is also a stone of passion and love. It's also a stone of self-confidence. So this is a great stone to gift a partner, the important love in your life. And this is a big old chunky heart made out of it. And she is 25, which is a really nice price for the size that she is. All right, y'all, I got like 10 more minutes. If there's anything you'd like to see, let me know. I feel like I've gone over quite a bit. I went over peridot already, but I didn't go over this piece. This is a peridot teardrop. She is faceted. She is also by Starborn. They really do take pride in their quality of their stones. It is beautifully faceted. So if you aren't a fan of the circular shape, this one right here is $79. And then these guys are also pretty fun. These are Moldavite earrings, faceted in little beads. Also sterling silver by TW Designs. So a little bit more subtle. And these guys are 100. And then this right here, I really like the uniqueness of it. This is a wishbone style necklace or pendant. You've got Herkimer diamond on one side with garnet on the other, and you've got raw pieces. So you've got love, action, strength, relationships. Combining these two together helps with harnessing that the power of the garnet and honing in on it. So all of this is sterling silver as well. She's beautiful. We love her. She's very unique. And she's also a really good price. She is $50. And you get a lot of sterling silver on that in two very beautiful stones. So if you're not a fan of the traditional settings, that one right there is beautiful. And then I know we talked about jade earlier. I do have a jade pendant in vermeil gold. Very Christmassy, very holiday. And this one right here is $140. And you're getting real jade, just how we talked about the only two real types of jade that are actual jade are jadeite and nephrite jade. Anything else that you guys would like to see? I probably got like 5 more minutes here. I've got some garnet earrings on the table. I've got the appreciated jasper skull that is directly in front with a moss agate skull to the right. I've got red tiger eye. Show this one. So red tiger eye in a kite shape. Red tiger eye is a strong manifestation crystal. It helps with boosting your creativity, awakens passion, and can help bring focus and motivation to tasks and projects, which I feel like we all need a little bit of an extra umph like this in the wintertime when we start to lose energy, get a little bit more sleepy. Tasks can be a little bit harder to complete. This piece right here, she's a really good price. The kite shapes are really good prices. $50, set in sterling silver. And we love her. She is probably our only, no, I lied. She's our only small piece of red tiger eye. Our other red tiger's eye are a little bit more chunky. And then I'll go over one more crystal before I log off here. So this is last call. Again, this is the last day for Christmas gifts before Christmas. Wow, speaking. And with that being said, this is the last day that we can have these to you by Christmas. A lot of people can't guarantee it after this weekend, and we aren't open on Mondays and Sundays. The postal service doesn't work. So we are trying to get these out to you ASAP, and this is like the last chance too, so that it is guaranteed. So this is Mahogany Obsidian. Mahogany Obsidian protects the aura. It is strongly grounding, helps to cleanse and purify and boost personal willpower, and it gives you strength in times of need. This is our only piece of Mahogany Obsidian that we have outside of Tumbles. She's a really nice sphere shape. It is a Mahogany Obsidian is still volcanic glass, even though it's not black. This one has a lot more red in it, and the red is from the magnetite or hematite inclusions that are in the obsidian. So you get that heavy feel of that hematite that's in there. So it's also very grounding. It's connected to the root and sacral chakra. And she is 40. All right, guys. Well, if I don't have any questions, if I don't have anything you want me to go over again, I will be logging off. I'm going to go put these guys back to give you a rundown as to what we got going on this weekend. Tomorrow, Marianne Winkowski is going to be here signing books and doing a quick little like meet and greet. So if you have any questions you want to ask her, or things that you want to tell her, or books that you want signed, Marianne is here offering that. She'll be here from 1 to 4, and we'll be here till then. Tomorrow I will be reading along with Maria Cerna. So you will have a shamanic healer and medium, and then you will have a crystal skull reader and card reader. So we have a lot going on tomorrow. Full house, lots happening. So if you would like to stop by, come and get your Christmas shopping done tomorrow. That way you can see all the fun things that we got going on in store as well. So we've got a lot happening. But all these pieces will be put back out onto the table. So if there's anything that you had your eye on, make sure you let us know what you're wanting, or come into the store and get it. Our website is also shoppable as well. The thing with our website is after the weekend, we cannot guarantee that your items will make it in time for Christmas. So definitely, if you are looking at buying last minute gifts, I would say don't wait much longer. The weekend, we are closed on Monday, so we won't be able to send out packages on Monday. And Sunday, the post office is closed, so nothing moves. So if you want to make any last minute purchases, I would do so tonight. Till then, packages won't get sent out till Tuesday of next week. But thank you guys for joining. Thanks for stopping by and visiting. And we will see you next week.